It's the most powerful show on television. High drama with intense energy. A show dedicated to a few brave souls who risk their lives for the sake of their craft. Its in-depth reporting goes to the core and unlocks the mysteries behind today's raciest sport. Motorsports. Catch it when you can.
The Speed Station welcomes you to Nashville Superspeedway in Lebanon, Tennessee for the running of the Drydene 200. In the race analysis, today's event is 150 laps around the 1.33-mile concrete oval of Nashville Superspeedway. The race distance is actually 199.5 miles, but we round up to 200. Stage number 1 ends on lap number 45, and stage 2 ends on lap number 95. Expect possibly a green flag pit stop in the final stage, although it is as well possible that you could stretch your fuel all the way to the end. If we get one caution, expect that to be the opening for some strategy, because you could try and save fuel under that caution and get your truck all the way to the end of today's race, or you could pit there, have fresh tires for the end. But because it's a concrete surface, and even knowing it's about 21 years old at this point, it still doesn't really wear tires out. So you could probably make that track position gamble and get away with it. And here are your point standings following the first 3 events of the Camping World Truck Series season. Keep in mind that we have had 3 consecutive first-time winners. And currently, the series is looking to break that string and possibly have someone like Matt Crafter and Johnny Sauter get the win here at Nashville. This is a racetrack based on normally experience and normally doesn't quite reward the young and aggressive driver. But anyway, Dawson Cram, in his self-owned number 41 truck, currently holds the point lead after scoring 3 top 10s and 1 top 5 to start off the year. Only led 1 lap, but he holds the point lead by 8 markers above Ty Dillon. Then 12 points back is Tanner Gray, 13 back is last week's winner Ryan Truex, 15 points back is Casey Mears, 16 back is the defending champion Sheldon Creed, 22 back is Grant Enfinger, 26 behind the leader is Austin Theriault, 29 points behind the leader is Carson Hocevar, and 32 points behind is the 2018 Series champion Brett Moffitt. The driver of the number 51 truck for Kyle Busch Motorsports this weekend is Daniel Hamrick, who runs the number 18 for Joe Gibbs Racing in NASCAR's Xfinity Series. But we do have 1 Cup Series driver and a mostly part-time Xfinity Series competitor in today's race, that being Landon Castle. He is driving the Marty Robbins Special, a tribute to the country music singer, the number 53 truck, in those extremely vibrant neon, yellow, and pink colors. You can't miss it throughout tonight's race. And finally, the only remaining all-star truck from there is the number 24 for GMS Racing, which will be driven by Raphael Lassard in tonight's event at the Nashville Superspeedway. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Ride-Along segment. We're at the Nashville Superspeedway for the first time since July 2011, where Austin Dillon took that famous scorpion slide into the front stretch grass in the Camping World Truck Series logo. But anyway, on to the track facts. You see, very unique pit road here. Kind of like Indianapolis or something like that, where you exit not right towards the racing surface. But you have that patch of grass on your right side as a disensitive, I guess you could say, to merging too early, because you'd have to damage the front end of your truck. Anyway, this is a very unique racetrack, given the fact that it's a 1.33-mile intermediate, so not a true mile and a half, and it's a fully concrete surface. So it still kept a lot of the grip that it had back when it was first built. So there is your green flag, almost on the chip. Lift just a little bit. Get the truck pointed. One thing that has changed since this track was first built, however, is the groove is widened out. Now you can kind of run towards the middle. It's not just bottom feeding like it was when it was first built, when anything above the bottom lane was just marbles. Hard to get back to the throttle, at least confidently here, and slide up right towards the wall, down to the apron. There's a lap around the Nashville Superspeedway, a 30.652, not half bad. And expect quite a bit of dive-ins in today's race into these flat corners. You got to try and get the truck to stick on the bottom and slide up in front of somebody, the slide jobs that we all talk about, and the crossover. Expect a pretty good one here tonight. Wow, 30.160. I had to finish that lap with full concentration. That is pretty darn close to the pole, ain't it? Pole speed that was ran. But yeah, fun racetrack. Because it's a little bit smaller than a mile and a half, things come at you quicker than a mile and a half. So you really got to be on your toes here. Austin Theriault scores the first pole for Brad Keselowski Racing since their reformation. And I should mention that I did, in fact, beat the pole speed by 23 1,000ths of a second in my ride-along segment. However, they qualified in the midday sun, so maybe it wasn't quite fair. But I still think that my lap, had I been out there qualifying with these guys in the much hotter track conditions, I might have qualified somewhere around the top 15, so might need to consider driving. But three-time champion Matt Crafton qualifies in second, about 2 100ths back from Theriault. Last week's winner Ryan Truex qualifies in third in the 33 truck. And last week at Texas World Speedway, Ty Gibbs didn't even make the race. But here, he qualifies in fourth position, only 1 1,000th out of beating Ryan Truex. Ben Rhodes and Chase Purdy actually tied on their qualifying lap, with Ben Rhodes getting the nod for fifth position above Chase Purdy, who gets sixth place. Then Ty Dillon qualified in seventh, Christian Eckes in eighth, the Auto Club winner, Grant Enfinger in ninth, and Landon Castle in the Marty Robbins Special rounding out your top 10. And now let's get down trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, boys, just like we talked about in the meeting, what's going to pay off for us today is patience and consistency. Good, smooth racing on the racetrack, and that's what will take us up to the front. We'll be there at the end of the session.
And there's the green flag at the Nashville Superspeedway for the first time since 2011. Austin Theriault gets the jump on the start very early. Down into turn number one, Ryan Truex, last week's winner, though, down to the inside. Down the backstretch. Cuts way down to the bottom to avoid getting into the quarter panel of the number 92 and to lessen the side drafting, but Austin Theriault clears him once again. And Theriault back to the start-finish line will lead lap number one. Multiple lanes in this field running three wide at the moment. Entering turn number one, we have the 33 truck back down to the inside of the 92. 26 of Chase Purdy made a very aggressive move down on the inside of the two ThorSport trucks to move up into fourth. And Truex back out front, picking up where he left off at Texas World Speedway. Through 3 and 4, Ty Dillon taking up second place in the number 31 truck. Chase Purdy into third. Landon Castle in the number 53 truck was put into the middle, and he has lost about 5 spots already. Back out front, battle for second. Number 26 truck of Chase Purdy taking up the spot off the 31 of Ty Dillon down the backstretch. Oh, and 4 wide already. The 21 truck of Zane Smith made a very aggressive 4-wide move on the inside of the 4:23.88. The 99 truck had to back off in the middle of that mess even. Can't believe that they did not start a crash right there, as the number 98 truck of Grant Enfinger has taken up second place. 18 of Ty Gibbs, though, takes a look down to the inside, entering turn number 3. Can't quite do it as Grant Enfinger prevails on the exit of turn 4. Enfinger building momentum on the 33 truck of Ryan Truex. Entering turn number 1, Enfinger dives it in, but here comes the 18 truck back down on the inside. Bottom line's a little bit better through 1 and 2. Ty Gibbs getting a bit of a push down the backstretch. Here comes the 87 of Timothy Peters. 3 wide on the bottom. Side by side for second place at the start-finish line. Gibbs holds it at the stripe. Here comes the number 92 truck of Austin Terrio trying to make his way back up through the field as Landon Castle went 3 wide on the inside of the 21 and 31 trucks. Castle has finally made his way back up into the top 10. Here comes Majeski challenging that number 87 truck for second. Couldn't quite do it as he gets loose down on the bottom through 3 and 4. Here comes Ty Majeski down on the inside. He's starting to gain a lot of momentum on that 87. Dives into turn 1 and now back up into second. First and second is now the finishing order at Texas World Speedway. We saw Truex beat out his teammate Majeski for the win. Majeski now trying to beat out Truex for this one. We are very early in today's race, but already seeing great racing in the Truck Series return to this facility. There you see Austin Terrio down on the inside. Now going to the bottom, trying to get around that 55 truck. Timothy Peters backing out as well. And there is the neon pink and yellow truck of Landon Castle, making his way up into the top 5. Down the back stretch, he goes to the inside of Ty Gibbs. Austin Terrio up into second place. This intense battle for second has allowed Ryan Truex to gap the field just a little bit. He currently holds a almost 5/10 of a second gap above the second place runner of Austin Terrio, as now Castle takes up third spot. Bit of a checkup right there between the 55 and 18 trucks, but they kept it together. It did not take the Cup Series regular Landon Castle very long to find his way up into the top 5, now did it, as he's already challenging the pole sitter for second. Down to the inside on the front stretch, running onto the apron. Entering turn number 1, he's going to try and dive it in, and Landon Castle up into second place. There's a 16 truck of Austin Hill as well, making some interesting moves getting up through the field with a 3-wide move on the inside of the 87 and 55 trucks, and he's done it. Entering turn number 3, Austin Hill into the top 5. And Zane Smith, who pulled that incredible 4-wide move earlier in today's race, now trying to make his way up into the top 5 by challenging the 92. And look at this, the 53 truck getting a lot of momentum on that number 33 of Ryan Truex, as Austin Hill now going up into the third position. Contact between teammates right there. The 98 truck was driven onto the apron by the 88 truck of Matt Crafton, but they kept it together. 53 and 33 trucks battling for the top spot into turn 1. As now here comes Zane Smith going for second, and it looks like Landon Castle has taken the race lead. That's certainly going to be a popular move, having a country music truck out front in the Nashville area, as here comes Christian Eckes on the inside going 3 wide for third position. He holds it for the moment. Entering turn number 1, the gap back to the 33 truck has been opened up by about 3 truck lengths at the moment. 12 truck just got a little bit loose through 1 and 2 right there, as Matt Crafton is battling alongside the 21 of Zane Smith for a top 5 running position. And here comes Daniel Hamrick, finally making his way through the field in the number 51 truck, trying to break his way up into the top 10, as Will Rogers going 3 wide down on the inside of the 4 and 92 trucks. Majeski pushing that number 51 into turn number 1. Maybe those two have a problem with each other. Bit of a battle right there for second, as Christian Eckes took a look on the inside of his teammate Ryan Truex, could not quite do it, but now it looks like he's got the run entering turn 3. Pushing and shoving right there was going on between the 23 and 98 trucks entering turn 3. They still keep it together. A little bit more contact on the exit of 4. And the 12 truck of Christian Eckes currently holds second place. And the hole that the 12 truck made is quickly filled by the 98 truck of Grant Enfinger. Enfinger now into third. Down the back stretch, that 12 truck quickly making up momentum on the 53. Back before we returned to this racetrack this season, 2011 and back, when we first came here in 2001, this racetrack was mostly a single groove facility. right on the bottom, and you could really hold somebody down there, and it was a track position crucial racetrack. You can get on 2 tires and outrun somebody on 4 fresh tires. It was that easy. It didn't wear that much because of a fresh concrete surface. It was single groove because it was freshly poured, but now the groove is really widened out. We are seeing multi-groove racing, as there you see Christian Eckes just got around the 98 truck of Grant Enfinger, who was challenging him for second, and Eckes did it on the outside. Entering turn 1, still that 98 truck trying to pressure Christian Eckes, driving up alongside his door on the exit of turn number 2. The 12 truck trying to use the momentum down the backstretch. There you see the 98 ducks way low to not be side drafted by the 12. And he's still trying to do it, as there you see Zane Smith just got around 2 trucks in succession, the 33 and 23 trucks, as now Grant Enfinger up into second, Austin Hill into third. Down the back straightaway, here comes the number 16 truck of Austin Hill right up to the tailgate of the 98, now to the inside. This incredible battling for second place has really allowed Landon Castle to gap the field. And now Austin Hill has taken up second place, Zane Smith into third. And Castle actually has experience at this racetrack, stretching back quite a few years when he made a few starts in the NASCAR then Nationwide Series for Hamrick Motorsports. He has some experience at this racetrack, and it used to be a very crucial testing facility. As here comes Zane Smith down on the inside. He was challenging the number 16 truck for second, but Austin Hill prevails on the exit of turn 4. Michael Self in the number 25 Rackley War truck has made his way up into the top 10. As there you see the 2 ThorSport trucks split the 12 of Christian Eckes. Crafton and Enfinger both quickly got around him. And now Zane Smith down the backstretch has taken up second spot off the 16 of Austin Hill. He's got an extremely strong truck so far. He's been making 4 and 3 wide passes all throughout today's race, and already has really closed the gap up to the tailgate of the 53. 3 wide move into turn 1. Ty Majeski trying to make his way up in the third spot, and he has done it, getting around the 33 and 16 trucks with a bold move down on the inside. And look at this, Michael Self now challenging that 16 truck for the 6th place, quickly carving his way through the field. Now Austin Hill enters turn 1 just a little bit wide. He's going to let the number 26 of Chase Purdy down on his inside, as Michael Self, 3 wide, getting around the 33 and 55 trucks. He has made his way up into the top 5 as contact gets made between the 88 and 21. Forces those 2 up the hill. Michael Self up to the tailgate of the 88. And this has really opened up the gap for the number 53 truck of Landon Castle, as the battle for second has gotten physical. Matt Crafton up into second place. Zane Smith getting put 3 wide. Michael Self running in the middle, as Christian Eckes looks like he's going to take up third spot down the backstretch. Oh, into the wall goes Will Rogers. He was shoved up into the wall by, I believe, the number 97 of Jesse Little. But he gets off the outside wall on the exit of turn 4. Quite a bit of right side damage on the 40 truck. Landon Castle still leading the field here at the Nashville Superspeedway, with the 88 truck of Matt Crafton running in second. Bit closer battle for third place, as there you see John Hunter Nemechek on the inside of Ryan Truex challenging him for position on the exit of turn number 4. That will move Nemechek up into the top 5. And a push coming into turn number 1 by the 99 of Ben Rhodes, shoving that 4 truck of Nemechek up into 5th. As there you see the number 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick has finally raced his way up into the top 10, getting around the 25 to move into 9th, and now 3 wide into turn 3. Gets around the 33 truck of Ryan Truex and the 45 of Brett Moffitt in the same move, as now 2 ThorSport trucks going for top 3 positions. Looks like Grant Enfinger is going to do it. Enfinger in the third spot. Currently Matt Crafton still holding on to second, with Landon Castle leading the field. Down on the inside, the number 99 truck of Ben Rhodes has just made his way up into the top 5, as now we have a bit of a battle for the top spot. Now exiting turn number 2 and down the backstretch. 88 truck all over the tailgate of the 53. Now entering turn number 3. Crafton to the inside. Going for the top spot, but Landon Castle prevails on the exit of turn number 4, pinching that 88 truck down on the bottom. Crafton not giving up as he's still entering turn 1, just a little bit lower than that 53 truck. Castle goes wide on the entry. And Crafton's going to have a bit of a pusher down the backstretch unless Enfinger decides to go 3 wide for himself. And he does it. Enfinger going 3 wide for the top spot. Grant Enfinger goes from 3rd to 1st on the exit of turn number 4. 98 truck out front. 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek up into 2nd. And now the number 51 of Daniel Hamrick has made his way up into the top 5. Entering turn number 1, looks like he's going to get around the 53 to move into 4th. Toyotas hold the top 4 positions. John Hunter Nemechek pushing that 98. Entering turn number 3 now to the inside. Hamrick going 3 wide on the bottom. Enfinger using the momentum off the outside line will re-clear that number 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek. Quite a showing of strength. Retaking the lead up on the outside line, but here comes that 4 truck back down on the inside. It's possible that Landon Castle might have just burned up his stuff, as he's already dropped to around 7th place and being put 3 wide right now, entering turn number 3 by Ty Gibbs. Grant Enfinger currently holds the advantage above the 4 and 51 trucks. KBM trucks bump drafting down the front stretch. Here comes the 4 of John Hunter Nemechek on the inside, getting the run from his teammate. And John Hunter Nemechek is your race leader above now the 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick. Pretty good teamwork down the front stretch. But not so much now as the 12 truck shoves the 51 out front. That more or less forced Daniel Hamrick to cut down to the inside of the 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek. Here comes the 45 of Brett Moffitt. He tried to cut down to the inside of the 12 truck entering turn number 1, but decided to stay in line as they are all over the back bumper of each other entering turn 1. They've finally separated now down the backstretch. And here comes Ben Rhodes, 3 wide down on the inside, getting his way up into 4th place. And the pole sitter back up into the mix of Austin Terrio. 4 truck and 98 trucks quickly dropping back up on the outside line as Eckes to the inside. And easily, Christian Eckes has nosed out in front of that number 51 truck. They're still just barely side by side down the backstretch. 12 truck goes down to the inside to separate that side draft. And now Christian Eckes is out front. Brett Moffitt in the number 45 truck on the inside of the 51. Looks like he's going to take up 2nd place. Entering turn number 1, he goes down to the inside. And Brett Moffitt, the 2018 Series champion, takes the race lead down the backstretch for his brand new team, Nice Motorsports. And his first season driving that 45 truck. He's now out front in the Plan B Sales number 45 as here comes Ben Rhodes, who's been very quiet all season, making his way up into 2nd. Number 53 truck down on the inside, went 3 wide on Hamrick and Terrio, back up into 4th. Here comes the 99 on the inside, shoving that number 45. Can't quite do it, but down the backstretch, they're still making contact on the exit of turn 2. But here comes that 99, taking a look down to the inside, entering 3. And these two running in very close quarters has allowed the number 53 truck of Landon Castle to close the gap right up to the tailgate of the 99. Exiting turn number 4, side by side down to the stripe. It is Rhodes to lead the lap. Down to turn 1, Landon Castle now runs in 2nd, and he has a teammate in line behind him, that being the number 55 of Ty Majeski, as Brett Moffitt being put 3 wide up on the outside. And here comes John Hunter Nemechek with a teammate in line behind him, and actually another teammate as well, the number 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick. Entering turn number 1, still the 99 truck of Ben Rhodes holds the top spot above the 53 and 55. Down the back stretch, Landon Castle all over the back bumper of the 99. Getting shoved by the 55 truck, now cuts down to the inside into turn number 3. And the number 53 truck is now back out front. Landon Castle is your leader above the 55 of Ty Majeski. And the KBM teammates working together as Creed gets turned. Up into the wall he goes. Makes contact with the 45 truck of Brett Moffitt. Caution flag is out for the first time today. Moffitt up into the wall. And Crafton got some damage out of this as well. Down the backstretch and entering turn number 3, we still have the number 53 truck out front as the 4 has taken up second. To the line, it is Landon Castle, your race leader, above John Hunter Nemechek, then Ty Gibbs, then Ty Majeski, and Christian Eckes, rounding out your top 5. And look at this, 4 wide under deceleration. We're on the cool-down lap. Oh, and they make contact. 42 upside down, as well as the 09. And this is under yellow. The field still plowing in. 42 truck sets upside down. Heavy damage on many trucks. Oh, entering turn number 1, bump drafting just goes wrong. Rookie Chase Purdy makes contact with his teammate Sheldon Creed, sending him sliding into turn number 1. He slides up, makes contact with the 45 truck of Brett Moffitt, turning Moffitt up into the wall. 88 truck of Crafton gets some damage out of this, making contact with the 45. Not too much damage from this incident for any of the 3 trucks involved, but it was the crash under the caution that really did many of these trucks in. Now, the caution flag has already come out. They've raced back to the line, but Stephen Parsons just decides to go 4 wide entering turn number 1, and now the field's trying to decelerate. And the 09 truck is still forcing the issue. A little bit of contact gets made between the 23 of Brett Holmes into the 09, and they both get sent up the hill. 42 truck gets on top of the wall, and that sends the 09 truck upside down. So Parsons completes a quick few rolls, and the 42 truck gets turned over. 09 truck almost goes upside down for a second time right there. But now the trucks just start to plow in. As we're already under caution, they certainly aren't expecting a crash. Haley Deegan with a lot of damage. TJ Bell in the 44. Casey Mears in the 60 gets a lot of damage out of this, as well as the 2 truck of Sheldon Creed. Recrashes in this incident. And here is the onboard with Zane Smith. There you see the number 42 truck of Hocevar upside down right in front of the field as they're slowing for the caution. And we also had an onboard camera on the 09 truck of Stephen Parsons. And this was just a pure miscommunication from what I can tell that went horribly wrong. As he was going 4 wide down on the inside under the caution flag period, they were just hoping that if they all backed out, it would go a lot smoother. But my guess is all 4 of them backed out at the same time, which is what caused this crash to happen. But man, a lot of trucks are involved in this one under caution. And your first truck off pit road is Castle getting out in front of Nemechek, then Majeski, Gibbs, and Eckes. So Castle still gets out with the race lead, as we will have a very quick dash to the end of stage number 1. And the full list of drivers out of the race after that accident and then the subsequent crash under caution is Sheldon Creed, then Stephen Parsons, Carson Hocevar, Jesse Little, Michael Self, Haley Deegan, TJ Bell, and Derek Kraus are all out of today's running. Also, folks, if you're noticing a very important name missing from the running of today's race, that is your point leader, Dawson Cram. The number 41 truck was not fast enough to make the race on time, and Cram, unfortunately, did not make the field here at Nashville. So that will certainly knock that 41 truck out of the point lead. And the pace truck ducks off. Landon Castle leading the field back to a single file restart with just 3 laps to go in stage number 1. Green flag. We already have the 55 truck of Ty Majeski jumping up to the outside. He decides to stay back in line as here comes the 18 and 51 trucks down to the bottom. KBM team all the way down on the inside as John Hunter Nemechek now takes the race lead off Landon Castle. Oh, contact gets made between the 55 and 12 trucks. They manage to keep it together down the backstretch. Ty Gibbs now trying to take up second off Landon Castle. Gibbs into second place. He's got a run on the 4 truck. Entering turn number 1 at the start-finish line. It's still the 4 truck to lead. Gibbs getting some help from the 51 of Daniel Hamrick. Gibbs out front. Hamrick into second. Landon Castle making his way back up through the field, now challenging the 4 truck for third. Here comes Hamrick down on the bottom. Dives it into turn number 3, can't quite do it as the 18 truck takes the air off the spoiler of the number 51. Now just 1 lap to go in stage number 1. 51 truck just a little bit too far behind to make a charge for the lead. As the 53 tried the outside right there, could not quite do it. Hamrick still retains second place. Down the backstretch, the 53 truck still trying the outside line as Ty Gibbs, coming off of turn number 4, didn't even make last week's race at Texas World Speedway, but now wins stage number 1 at the Nashville Superspeedway. Gibbs wins stage 1 above his teammate Daniel Hamrick, then Landon Castle in third, Grant Enfinger fourth, and John Hunter Nemechek edged out the 55 truck for 5th in stage 1. And we'll be back in just a moment after these few messages. NASCAR on Speed Station is being brought to you by RFJ, the official home of the RFJ AI series, by Knife Friend 725, the brains behind Project Retroval, and by Anthony's Online Simulation League. Lights are off on the pace truck. We'll be going green this time by, and I should inform you that not a single truck hit pit road during this cycle of the caution. That's because they pitted before the end of stage number 1. And the pace truck pulls off. Ty Gibbs leading the field back into the restart zone above his teammate Daniel Hamrick. And there's the green flag for stage number 2. Entering turn number 1, Ty Gibbs got a very good restart as Christian Eckes already going 3 wide down on the inside of Ben Rhodes and Ty Majeski. Down the back straightaway, that 53 truck has a bit of a run on the 51. Entering turn 3, we now have the 4 truck down on the inside of the 98. Looks like John Hunter Nemechek has taken up 4th place, matching his truck number. 53 down to the inside of the 51 truck going for second. And Landon Castle now up into second place with his sights set on the 18 truck of Ty Gibbs. We currently have 3 KBM trucks in the top 4. I'm sure Kyle Busch is happy of his newest crop of drivers as now John Hunter Nemechek going for 3rd spot on Daniel Hamrick. Looks like he has taken it. Into turn number 1, we have an extremely fast truck closing the gap up to the 18 truck of Ty Gibbs, that being the 53 of Landon Castle. Led quite a bit of stage number 1, and now marching his way back up to the lead. And look at this, we have some 4-wide racing out in the back. Matt Crafton was sent all the way up into the marbles and had to catch that number 88 truck through 3 and 4. And this is some incredible racing. Down the backstretch, here comes the number 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek on the inside of the 53. Grant Enfinger trying to make it work through the middle. And John Hunter Nemechek back up into second. Daniel Hamrick going for 3rd, so that is a KBM lockout of the podium positions. Here comes the number 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick down to the inside of his teammate. Can't quite do it as John Hunter Nemechek pins him down on the inside through 3 and 4. And look at who has made his way up into around 8th position. That's the driver number 75, Parker Kligerman for Henderson Motorsports, last week's pole sitter. And Hamrick back down to the inside of the 4 truck. These two have been going back and forth, and that has been letting Ty Gibbs spend a lot of time in the top spot. And here comes Landon Castle going 3 wide down on the inside of his 2 teammates, passing Eckes and Majeski in the same move as Hamrick back up into 2nd. Looks like that's going to open up the door for Grant Enfinger to move his way up into 3rd. And Landon Castle trying to take advantage of the slowing number 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek. He's now going for 4th place. 98 down to the inside of Daniel Hamrick. Enfinger challenging Hamrick for the 2nd place. On the exit of turn number 4, he went just a little bit wide. Now he's going to have help coming from behind of Landon Castle, as Grant Enfinger now up into 2nd place. Down the backstretch, he's got the number 53 truck all over his tailgate, now going to the inside, entering turn number 3. Landon Castle back up into 2nd. Caution flag is out. At the line, 2nd place was being held by Enfinger, but your race leader is Ty Gibbs. It's Gibbs above Enfinger, Castle, Hamrick, and John Hunter Nemechek. This is a very similar incident to the one that put Sheldon Creed up into the outside wall. Entering turn 1, Stuart Friesen makes contact with the 92 truck of Austin Theriault. He tries to save that truck, slides up into the 16 of Austin Hill, and up into the wall goes both the 16 and 92 trucks, bringing out the most recent caution. Also, the number 24 truck of Raphael Lassard has dropped out of today's race with an engine failure. And after that crash, the number 16 truck of Austin Hill is out of the race. And the number 92, however, is back out on the racetrack. It is the last truck on the lead lap, but our pole sitter is still in today's race. And the pace truck is off. Ty Gibbs leading the field into the restart zone above Grant Enfinger. Green flag is out. Here comes Landon Castle jumping up to the outside, entering turn number 1. As look at this 3-wide move by John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek up into 3rd spot with a very aggressive move on the restart. Majeski also going 3 wide for some positions, as Parker Kligerman down on the bottom of Daniel Hamrick, now up into 4th place. Kligerman has a very strong number 75 truck at the moment, already down to the inside of John Hunter Nemechek, battling for 3rd spot. And it looks like he has done it. Bit of contact right there between the KBM teammates, but they managed to keep it together, as here comes Grant Enfinger with a run on Ty Gibbs down the backstretch. The number 4 and 51 trucks are quickly dropping back several spots, being trapped on the outside line. Really shows you that this track still does favor the inside, as here comes Ben Rhodes down on the inside of Parker Kligerman, going for 3rd spot. This has really been the best showing of Thor Sport all year long. And currently, we still have the 18 truck of Ty Gibbs out front above Grant Enfinger, and now the 99 truck of Ben Rhodes holding 3rd spot, with Christian Eckes taking up 4th. But down the backstretch, Eckes has the run up to the tailgate of the 99, now down to the inside. Still battling for 3rd spot, side by side down the front stretch, as Ty Gibbs still extending his race lead. Down to turn 1, Eckes has to dive it in to try and clear that 99 truck, and he does just that. Christian Eckes up into 3rd spot, as the number 98 truck of Grant Enfinger now starting to reel in the 18 of Ty Gibbs. That's likely because he doesn't have any challengers behind that could distract him. Because so far in today's race, it seems like there's been mostly intense battling for 2nd, but that has allowed the leader to really gap the field, because they're, juking and jiving for position, essentially, slowing themselves down. As look at that, Parker Kligerman gets forced wide on the entry to turn number 1 by the 53 truck of Landon Castle, but he managed to gather it back up. 98 truck within 2 truck lengths of the 18 down the back stretch. And look at who has made his way back up into the top 10. It's Chase Purdy in the number 26 truck for GMS. After accidentally getting into his teammate earlier in the race, he had to fight his way back about 20 spots, but now running up in 7th place. Here comes Eckes. You saw he took a look just up to the outside of the number 98, cut back down to the bottom. Bump drafting entering turn number 1 between Eckes and Enfinger. Enfinger kind of slowing up the pack just a little bit, dropping off the back bumper of the 18 truck. Looks like Eckes is going to try and go down to the inside, entering turn number 3. And now Christian Eckes running in 2nd spot. Ben Rhodes in the number 99 into 3rd position. And here comes Daniel Hamrick as well, taking advantage of the slowing number 98 truck, as John Hunter Nemechek has now just made his way around Chase Purdy. Down the backstretch, the number 99 truck of Ben Rhodes back down to the inside of the 12. Forces Eckes up off the bottom, but Eckes is going to use that momentum around the outside to re-clear the number 99. Eckes really making up a lot of time right now on the 18 truck of Ty Gibbs. Going to try the outside, entering turn number 1. It hasn't worked all day, and it looks like it really won't work right now. But he still gets in line, trying to use that momentum. Can't quite pass using the outside line, but you sure can hold your position. Dives it in to turn number 3, side by side with the 18 truck. Just drops back a little bit on the exit. Gibbs still out front, but that 12 truck of Christian Eckes trying to pinch him down on the bottom. Eckes is just a little bit faster, but can't quite find the way around as he has to back off entering turn 1, and he lets Ben Rhodes take up 2nd. Rhodes and Enfinger working together to move that 99 truck up into 2nd place, but here comes Enfinger actually shoving his teammate entering turn number 3. Tried to make the look down to the inside for the position, but couldn't quite do it. 40 truck of Will Rogers back up into the outside wall. 2nd time he's gotten up into the wall through 3 and 4 in today's race. Enfinger back up into 2nd place, getting around his teammate, entering turn 1, as now Daniel Hamrick has raced his way up into 3rd spot. And Chase Purdy, the number 26 truck, going for 4th, with some help coming from behind from the 4 truck. As here comes the 51 of Daniel Hamrick down to the inside of the 98 of Grant Enfinger. And we are back to a KBM 1-2 with Ty Gibbs leading the field above Hamrick. Here comes that 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek trying to go 3 wide. Couldn't quite do it. He has to back off. He was trying to make it a KBM 1-2-3 once again, but could not quite do it. As now we have a battle for 5th place, that's for 4th, between the 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek and the 26 of Chase Purdy. Looks like Nemechek's going to be able to do it, entering turn 3. And John Hunter Nemechek up into 4th spot. Toyota trying to make it a top 5 sweep. As here comes Daniel Hamrick up to the tailgate of his teammate. Tried to make the move on the outside, entering turn 1. Couldn't quite do it. But looks like he's going to have the run down the backstretch to try and cut down to the inside. And now Hamrick to the bottom, entering turn 3. Side by side, exiting turn number 4, and now down the front straightaway. Went up to side draft just a little bit, and at the stripe it is Ty Gibbs to lead the lap. Looks like off into turn 1, though, Hamrick is going to take the race lead. 51 truck now out front as Grant Enfinger takes up 2nd. It's important to note that Daniel Hamrick has still not won a NASCAR-sanctioned race, and he is trying to get into victory lane in a NASCAR-sanctioned event for the first time here tonight at the Nashville Superspeedway. And look at Landon Castle. He went 3 wide down the inside of the 12 and 4 trucks, entering turn number 3 and back up into 6th place. Parker Kligerman in the 75 truck has raced his way into 4th, now to the inside of Ben Rhodes, going for 3rd. And it looks like Kligerman's going to take it, as he's going to be able to get the slipstream off the number 98 truck of Grant Enfinger, entering turn number 3, and he's got the preferred line through 3 and 4. Kligerman into third. And now the number 99 truck has backed out. He got loose on the exit of turn number 2 and has let the 53 truck of Landon Castle race his way up into 4th place. And the 26 truck of Chase Purdy has made his way into 5th. A 3-wide move was made by Eckes right there, as we have a battle back out front for the race lead. Here comes Enfinger down on the inside. And Grant Enfinger has now taken the race lead at Nashville, as we have a lap truck right up in front of the leaders. That's the number 92 of Austin Terrio, who got involved in the last caution. And here comes the 53 truck. Landon Castle down on the inside of Parker Kligerman. Looks like he's going to take up third. Lap truck in front of Hamrick. Looks like he's going to stall out the 51 truck's momentum just a little bit right there. As now the number 92 is right in front of the outside line. Kligerman cuts down to the inside, and they cleanly get around the lap truck of Terrio. Three-wide move being made down on the inside by the number 12 truck of Christian Eckes. He's made his way up into 4th. Here comes the 53, now with a run on the bottom of the 51. Forces Hamrick off the inside line on the exit of turn number 2. Still side by side for second spot. Through 3 and 4, it looks like Landon Castle's going to get it. Castle back into second place. Grant Enfinger still leading the field. Now Christian Eckes has driven his way up into third spot. Ty Gibbs running in 4th, as Daniel Hamrick quickly drops back from 3rd at the start-finish line to now 6th down the backstretch. Here comes Ty Gibbs down to the inside, going for 3rd spot. Ryan Truex in the back makes a 3-wide move on the inside of the 99 and 26 trucks. Landon Castle now challenges the number 98 truck, entering turn number 1 for the top spot. Couldn't quite do it, into 1. All over the tailgate now, exiting turn number 2 and down the backstretch. He makes a look down to the inside. Landon Castle going for the top spot through 3 and 4. On the exit of turn number 4, they went up to side draft just a little bit. At the line, it is Castle to lead the lap with now just 10 laps to go. In stage 2, here comes Gibbs on the bottom. They almost make contact through 1 and 2. Side by side down the backstretch for the top spot. Gibbs has some help coming from a teammate. They make just a little bit of contact right there, but Gibbs back out front above the now 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek holding 2nd. Parker Kligerman has made his way up into 3rd spot in the 75 truck. 53 and 51 trucks battle for 4th. And here comes Chase Purdy going 3 wide down on the inside, getting around Eckes and Enfinger. Hamrick now once again challenging the 75 truck of Parker Kligerman down the front stretch. And here comes a 3-wide move on the exit of turn number 2 by Chase Purdy, trying to get around the 53 and 75 trucks, entering turn number 3. And it looks like he's done it with a push coming from Ben Rhodes. And so now with the KBM trucks 1, 2, 3, you might be wondering, well, where is Chandler Smith? The driver number 46 truck just has not had the handle on the racetrack all day long. Currently runs in 16th place in the Safe Light Tundra. Here comes Ben Rhodes now on the inside of the 26 truck of Chase Purdy. Couldn't quite do it. It looks like they're now going side by side down the front stretch. This is the battle for 4th place. Looks like Ben Rhodes is going to take it, entering turn number 1 as the KBM trucks have checked out at the moment. Lap traffic up in front of the leaders, that being Chris Wright and the 60 truck of Casey Mears. And Ryan Truex now in a battle with the 99 truck of Ben Rhodes. Caution flag is out. This will end stage number 2. Ty Gibbs has won it above the 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek, the 51 of Daniel Hamrick, a KBM 123, then Ben Rhodes and Ryan Truex rounding out your top 5. Entering turn number 1, the 13 truck of Johnny Sauter quickly backs off because he's got a tire going down and doesn't want to pound the wall. But here comes the 40 truck of Will Rogers, doesn't slow down in time, makes contact with the 15 truck, and then the 15 with the momentum added from being ran by the 40 ends up turning around the 13 truck of Johnny Sauter. And Will Rogers has hit the outside wall twice in today's race and now been involved in an incident which has ended stage number 2. NASCAR on Speed Station is being brought to you by RFJ, the official home of the RFJ AI series, by Knife Friend 725, the brains behind Project Retroval, and by Anthony's Online Simulation League. And now Ty Gibbs leads all of the lead lap trucks onto pit road. So the first truck off pit road was Ty Gibbs getting out in front of John Hunter Nemechek and then Daniel Hamrick, so the KBM 123 was not disrupted by the pit stops. Then Ben Rhodes in 4th and Christian Eckes in 5th. And Gibbs will have 2 lap trucks starting right up in front of him, those being the 40 of Will Rogers and the 92 of Austin Theriault. Theriault is 1 lap down and Rogers is on the tail end of the lead lap. So those are 2 really large obstacles for the number 18 truck of Ty Gibbs to deal with on this restart, as neither the 40 or 92 trucks want to go either 1 lap down or another lap down. So they're going to fight the leader as much as possible. So now the pace truck ducks onto pit road. Ty Gibbs leading the field, and most importantly his teammates, into the restart zone for the final stage. Green flag. Already, the KBM trucks jump up to the outside of the 40 of Will Rogers, who has extensive damage. 4 wide as Ben Rhodes splits him. Dives in and passes all 3 KBM trucks. Ben Rhodes goes from 4th to the race lead on the restart. An incredible move. Rhodes out front as now Hamrick dives down to the inside. Daniel Hamrick clears the number 99 truck exiting turn number 4. Hamrick back out front, but this has shuffled Gibbs down to 5th. Entering turn 1, John Hunter Nemechek has taken up the 2nd spot above the 12 truck of Christian Eckes. Landon Castle back up into the picture. Here comes the 4 of John Hunter Nemechek. Dives in into turn 3 but can't quite do it as the 51 truck gets the run on the exit of turn 4. Down the front stretch, the 4 truck once again with the run, trying to dive it in to the first turn. John Hunter Nemechek on the exit of turn 2, just barely inches ahead of his teammate, and Nemechek is now out front. Landon Castle challenging Nemechek for now the top spot, entering turn number 3. 53 truck up into 2nd. He's got the momentum right on the tailgate of the 4. Entering turn 1, here comes Landon Castle, going for the race lead with his teammate Christian Eckes in line. Landon Castle is now back out front at the Nashville Superspeedway. Down the backstretch, he currently holds the lead by just about half a truck length above Christian Eckes. Then behind Eckes is Grant Enfinger, now taking up the 3rd spot. Here comes Eckes. He's got a bit of a run coming on the 53 truck. Can't quite do it as Castle closes the door on him. Chase Purdy now going 3 wide on the inside of 2 KBM trucks, trying to get around Hamrick and Nemechek in the same move. Here comes Ty Gibbs back down to the inside of Grant Enfinger. Now just 50 laps to go. Here at the Nashville Superspeedway, Landon Castle is back out front, just like the start of the race. Ty Gibbs back up into 3rd. Chase Purdy now going for 4th on the 98 of Grant Enfinger. battle down the backstretch for the top spot. Here comes the 12 truck of Eckes to the inside. Through 3 and 4. Christian Eckes is just barely inching ahead of his teammate and now holds the race lead. The Auto Club Speedway winner. Down to turn number 1. Eckes back out front. Down to turn number 1. The 18 truck taking up second off the 53 of Landon Castle. As Chase Purdy in line going into third spot. Ben Rhodes down on the inside going 3 wide. Just barely has to back out as he gets loose as Stuart Friesen took the air off his spoiler on the exit of turn 4. Chase Purdy getting the push from the 51 truck has currently taken up the third spot off Landon Castle. And now Hamrick muscles his way into third with Ty Gibbs back into second. Landon Castle drove his way around the 26 truck of Chase Purdy. He is back up into fourth, now has his sights set on the number 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick. And how about this? The number 20 of Spencer Boyd for Young's Motorsports currently runs in 12th spot. That's a great run going right now for Boyd. As Christian Eckes trying to extend that lead above the 18 truck of Ty Gibbs. I bet it gives Eckes just that little bit of extra motivation to be outrunning Kyle Busch's trucks. Here comes Daniel Hamrick down on the inside. Going to try and take up second. And it looks like he's done it. Landon Castle follows suit to move up into third. And here comes Castle down on the bottom. He moves the number 51 truck out of the way. Side drafts on the exit of turn number 4. At the line, it is the 51 still to hold the spot. But entering turn 1, 53 truck dives in, and Landon Castle back up into second. Chase Purdy, for the first time today, runs in third. Here comes Purdy down on the inside up to the tailgate of 53. Now going for second. Entering turn 3. Gets side drafted though, pulled back just a little bit by the 18 truck of Ty Gibbs. That allows Landon Castle to re-clear him down the front stretch. Owen Castle runs turn 1 just a little bit wide, but fortunately for him, Chase Purdy gets a little loose through 1 and 2. That once again let the number 53 truck build just a little bit bigger gap above the third place runners. Here comes Ty Gibbs getting pushed into the corner by the 52 truck of Stuart Friesen. Friesen getting aggressive going for third spot. And this is the first time in quite a while that 52 truck has ran up front. The switch to Toyota was hard on that team. It looks like they might finally be getting that 52 truck hooked up. As Friesen takes up third, Hamrick into fourth. And Parker Kligerman currently running in fifth, although he's being put 3 wide by John Hunter Nemechek. Now back down to 2 wide as Kligerman dropped in line behind the number 18 truck. But Christian Eckes currently holds the lead by about 0.4 of a second above his teammate Landon Castle, trying to score his second career win in 3 races. Down the back straightaway, here comes the number 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick on the inside. Hamrick now back up in the third spot. You really have to watch out for these KBM trucks. As you see there once again, hooked up down on the inside. It's the 51, 18, and 4 trucks right in line. Landon Castle just a little bit faster than that 12 truck at the moment. Can't quite pass him, but he certainly is running down Christian Eckes. And here comes Ty Gibbs with some great momentum entering turn number 3, now side by side with his teammate for second. At the line, it was still Hamrick to hold the spot. It looks like Gibbs is going to take it down to turn 1. Eckes runs turn 1 wide. Lets Landon Castle down to his inside. But Eckes once again uses the momentum off the outside line to re-clear his teammate. Eckes has really been the only truck all day long that can run the outside line somewhat competitively. onto the front stretch. 12 truck still out front, trying to defend the lanes from the number 53 truck of Landon Castle. Once again, runs turn 1 wide. Going to try and pinch that 53 truck down on the bottom. And he can't quite do it, at least as well as the last lap. Castle's going to be able to pressure him entering turn 3. And Landon Castle down on the inside. Now taking up the top spot on the exit of turn 4. Caution flag is out. Castle leading the field back to the yellow flag as the race leader. The 12 truck of Eckes holding second. 18 of Ty Gibbs in third, 98 of Enfinger in fourth, and the 99 truck of Ben Rhodes rounds out your top 5. And here's what brought out the caution. The number 38 truck of Todd Gilliland makes contact with Brett Moffitt entering turn number 1, forces Moffitt up into the wall with a pretty hard hit, as well as the 38 of Gilliland. Now Gilliland has a very slow exit of turn 2 because he just got up into the wall. And there you see Tate Fogelman in the 0 truck trying to slow up for him, makes contact with that left rear quarter panel, spins Gilliland into the 8 truck of Camden Murphy, and Murphy now pulls a full 360 and saves it down the backstretch with an incredible save, but the 38 truck of Gilliland ends up getting sent around, and this is why we are now under caution. And this time by, we have at least one truck ducking onto pit road, that being the 12 of Christian Eckes. Doesn't look like we have very many other takers, as the 45 truck is coming down, but that's because he was sent up into the outside wall by the 38. So I wonder if that's possibly strategy out of the team of the number 12 truck, hoping that these front runners run out of gas late in the going if they decide not to pit. Because Christian Eckes was the only truck to hit pit road, he will now restart in 29th place, second to last of the lead lap trucks. And the pace truck ducks onto pit road. Once again, Landon Castle leading the field down to the restart zone, this time above Ty Gibbs. Green flag. Already, we have the number 99 truck of Ben Rhodes jumping up to the outside line. He's been one of the most aggressive restarters all day. It looks like John Hunter Nemechek is actually going to take advantage of that as Nemechek makes his way up into 4th. Gibbs all over the tailgate of that 53 truck down the backstretch. Entering turn number 3. Still just about half a truck length separating the top 2 trucks. Entering turn number 1. Looks like Gibbs has the run. He goes down to the inside, and now Ty Gibbs, the stage 1 and 2 winner, is back out front. Down the backstretch, the number 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek has made his way up into 3rd, getting around the 98 of Grant Enfinger. Once again, the KBM trucks trying to make it a 1-2-3 if they can get around Landon Castle. Entering turn 1, John Hunter Nemechek tries to go to the inside of the 53, and he is taken up 2nd. Hamrick into 3rd. Once again, the 1-2-3 is complete. Down the back straightaway, Daniel Hamrick makes a look down to the inside. Forces his teammate off the bottom. Can't quite do it as he gets loose through 3 and 4. John Hunter Nemechek clears him on the exit of turn 4. But now down the front stretch, here comes that 51 truck back down to the inside, dives it into the corner. 4 truck had to back off just a little bit. Hamrick back up into 2nd, and Grant Enfinger now into 3rd. He's all over the tailgate of the 51, though, now down to the inside for 2nd. But that 51 truck holds the momentum off the outside to re-clear Enfinger for 2nd place. 53 truck all over the tailgate of the 98 down the front stretch. And now Stuart Friesen up into the top 5, making his way around John Hunter Nemechek. Daniel Hamrick with the run down the backstretch. He's looking like he's going to try the outside, as here comes the number 53 truck down to the inside of the 98, going for 3rd place. At the start-finish line, it looks like he's going to have a bit of a pusher coming from Stuart Friesen, but it's going to be Enfinger to hold 3rd at the stripe, battle for the lead. Daniel Hamrick dives it into turn number 1 and clears his teammate Ty Gibbs for the top spot. Landon Castle back up into third, and Stuart Friesen taking up fourth. Gibbs falls down to second as Hamrick has finally fully cleared that 18 truck. And the lost momentum from Ty Gibbs from running the outside line has let Landon Castle down to the bottom. Castle back up into second. Stuart Friesen into third. Great run going so far for the driver in the number 52. The 12 truck of Christian Eckes has already raced his way in the 19th spot on those fresh tires. He might be a threat if we get another caution or two to bunch this field back up. You can already see the red number 12 in frame on the exit of turn 4. 53 truck down to the inside, trying to make it work, but can't quite do it as John Hunter Nemechek takes up third off the 52. Landon Castle all over the tailgate of that 51 truck down the backstretch. Entering turn 3, though, here comes Castle side by side for the top spot. But Hamrick will prevail with some momentum up on the outside line. Just barely bobbles, though, on the exit of turn 4. They're still side by side. John Hunter Nemechek trying to go through the middle. He has to check up as well, as now Landon Castle back to the top spot. Contact gets made right there on the exit of turn number 2 between the 98 and 4 trucks. Castle still side by side with Hamrick. It looks like he's going to clear him on the exit of turn 4. Castle back out front. Now with just 25 laps to go at the start-finish line. The number 98 truck of Grant Enfinger back up into second, as Ty Gibbs has made his way back into third. Here comes the number 99 of Ben Rhodes going 3 wide, entering turn number 3. But it looks like Ty Gibbs is going to get the momentum on the outside and re-clear that 99 truck. We have a truck up into the wall on the exit of turn 4. It was the number 21 of Zane Smith. Entering turn 1, we have a 3 wide move being made by the 4 truck. Contact right there being made between the 51 and 18 as Grant Enfinger all over the tailgate of the 53 truck down the back stretch. We also had the 12 truck of Christian Eckes get up into the outside wall. He might be trying just a little bit too hard to make his way through the field. As John Hunter Nemechek now running in third place above the 52 truck of Stuart Friesen. The field starting to single file out just a little bit. And that number 99 truck of Ben Rhodes is quickly falling back after being forced to run the outside for a couple consecutive laps. Looks like he will drop outside the top 5. And the 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek trying just a little bit higher of a line than the 98 truck of Grant Enfinger is running. He's trying to use that lane to get some momentum coming onto one of the straightaways, but it's not working too well for the 4 trucks so far. Landon Castle got a great exit of turns 3 and 4. He has already put about 3 truck lengths on the 98 of Grant Enfinger. Here comes Stuart Friesen down to the inside of his technical teammate, the number 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek. As Stuart Friesen's been buying equipment off of KBM for the last couple seasons, he now gets around the number 4 truck to make his way into third, trying to chase down that number 98 of Grant Enfinger for second. Matt Crafton has just gotten his way around the 26 truck of Chase Purdy, currently running in 7th, making his name known late in the going with less than 20 laps to go in the Drydene 200. Landon Castle still holds your race lead as now Ben Rhodes goes 3 wide on the inside. Not the first time he's done that today, going from 5th to 4th, getting around the number 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek. The 98 of Grant Enfinger has really closed the gap up to the 53 of Landon Castle. The battle out front is not over. 98 thinking about making the move up on the outside. Decides to stay in the inside line right behind the number 53. Hamrick trying to use just a little bit of a higher lane to get some momentum onto the straightaways. Ben Rhodes getting the run up to the number 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick as Hamrick runs turn 1 wide, and now the 98 truck all over the tailgate of the 53 down the backstretch. He can't quite make a move, but he is there in case the 53 truck makes a mistake. But now he has the number 51 truck of Daniel Hamrick all over his tailgate. The top 10 are currently within 2 seconds of each other. Phenomenal racing so far here at Nashville as we approach just 15 laps to go. Lap traffic up in front of the race leaders, that being the number 40 of Will Rogers. Here comes the 51 of Hamrick down on the inside. 98 truck using the momentum off the outside line to try and pin that 51 truck down, but Daniel Hamrick is going to take up second. Landon Castle's going to have to try and make his way around this lap truck as quick as possible and potentially use him as a pick on his fellow competitors if he can. He's going to get around him down the back stretch, and it's going to be a clean pass. Not quite a pick for anyone, but at least it didn't slow him down any. As now the 40 truck just barely forces the 4 of John Hunter Nemechek to check up on the exit of turn 4. But we have the top 5 runners within 6/10. As the 53 truck just a little bit slow on the exit of turn 2. It's going to give the 51 truck of Hamrick just a little bit more ground. Still can't quite make any moves. But Ben Rhodes currently sets in 3rd spot. If anyone's going to make the move, it might just be him. Bump drafting down the front straightaway for the top spot. Here comes Hamrick down on the inside, trying to force the number 53 truck wide, but he could not do it as Landon Castle closes the door. And that gives Ben Rhodes and the number 99 truck the opportunity to get right up to the tailgate of the 51. Bump drafting him entering turn 3, trying to force him off the bottom. That forced Hamrick just a little bit wide on the exit of turn 4. But Castle still controlling the field. Bit of a 4-truck breakaway now as we have the 99 truck all over the tailgate of that 51 down the backstretch. Here comes Ben Rhodes down to the inside, going for second. Side by side with Daniel Hamrick on the exit of turn number 4. Rhodes getting just a little bit of help coming from his teammate. That is Grant Enfinger. And these two running side by side for second has allowed that number 53 truck of Landon Castle to open up the gap back to second by just a couple truck lengths. But now Ben Rhodes running in second, and right now he might have the fastest truck on track. So Castle's got his work cut out for him to maintain that top spot as now we exit turn number 4 with just 10 laps to go in the Drydene 200. Entering turn 1, that 4 truck of John Hunter Nemechek runs the corner wide. He's just let his teammate Daniel Hamrick down on the inside. Ben Rhodes all over the tailgate of that 53 entering turn 3 within 1 car length of the race leader as Grant Enfinger pushes on the exit of turn 4. Here comes Daniel Hamrick down on the inside of Enfinger, going for 3rd spot. Hamrick's going to take it. And believe it or not, the 12 truck of Christian Eckes has raced his way all the way up to 13th on fresh tires. It's a gamble, but they're trying to make it work right now as they're about 8.5 seconds behind the race leader. Ben Rhodes doing all he can to try and get the run around the number 53 truck of Landon Castle. There is a lap truck about half a straightaway in front of the race leader, that being the 02 of Chris Wright, although I'm not quite sure if they will get up to the tailgate of that 02 truck in time for the checkered flag. And Ben Rhodes got a very good exit of turn number 4, all over the bumper of that number 53 truck entering turn 1. Trying to pressure Landon Castle into making a mistake as Stuart Friesen gets around Kligerman and Enfinger in the same move. Went 3 wide into turn 1. Hamrick also waiting in line right behind the number 99 and 53 trucks in the hopes that these two get together. Rhodes with another good exit of turn 4. Right up to the tailgate of the 53. Going to try and make a move into turn 1, but he stays in line. Once again, just hoping that that 53 truck makes a mistake. And the caution lights are on. This may or may not end the race. Down the back stretch, the number 99 truck of Ben Rhodes goes down to the inside. Landon Castle goes wide, but he uses the momentum off the outside line to clear the 99. Landon Castle racing his way back to the caution flag as your race leader. Castle holds first above the 99 of Ben Rhodes, the 51 of Daniel Hamrick, the 4 of John Hunter Nemechek, and the 18 of Ty Gibbs. And Todd Gillen, involved in his second incident of today's race, makes contact with the 46 truck entering turn number 3, sends Chandler Smith around and up into the 23 of Brett Holmes, hard up into the outside wall, and this is why we are now under caution. And folks, that crash has not ended the race. We are going to go green with just 1 lap to go here at the Nashville Superspeedway. And given the fact that that 99 truck has been the very best truck on these restarts, you certainly have to watch out for Ben Rhodes, as he is definitely going to try and make an aggressive move with just 1.33 miles left in today's race to try and take home the victory. And the pace truck pulls off. Landon Castle once again leading the field down to the restart zone for the restart of his life. Green flag, just 1 lap to go. 53 truck gets a pretty good jump on the restart. Gonna have to defend the inside line through 1 and 2. Down the back stretch, the number 99 truck really isn't within distance of trying to challenge him down to turn 3. He's gonna have to try and do it. Through 3 and 4, Ben Rhodes is there, but he can't quite do it. Landon Castle brings the number 53 truck off of turn number 4 to win his first career Camping World Truck Series race. Castle wins it in the Marty Robbins Special at Nashville Superspeedway, and the Truck Series return to this facility. Holding off Ben Rhodes in a 1-lap dash to the finish. And how about this? Christian Eckes actually got a top 10 finish. Because of the late race restart and those fresh tires, he just drove down to the inside and raced his way all the way up into 10th. Almost got a 9th place finish if he could have got around the 88 truck of Matt Crafton. Landon Castle has won at the Nashville Superspeedway in probably the most fitting paint scheme that has ever ran on this racetrack. Above Ben Rhodes, who was just about 1.5 tenths of a second behind Landon Castle. Had a shot to do it if that caution wouldn't have come out, but just could not get the necessary restart that he needed to get around that 53 truck with just 1 lap to go in the race. Daniel Hamrick finishes 3rd. That's a familiar sight for him, being close to victory but not actually getting it. Ty Gibbs finishes 4th. John Hunter Nemechek in 5th. So all those 3 KBM trucks did finish together. However, it wasn't 1, 2, 3, it was 3, 4, 5. Stuart Friesen finishes in 6th, Grant Enfinger 7th, Chase Purdy in 8th, Matt Crafton in 9th, and Christian Eckes rounding out the top 10. In your regular season point standings, Dawson Cram, after failing to make today's race at the Nashville Superspeedway, drops down 4 spots in points from the lead down to 5th. And Ryan Truex picks up 3 spots in points to move all the way up to the top spot. Grant Enfinger picks up 5 spots to move into the 2nd position. He is currently 4 points behind the leader, Ryan Truex. Tanner Gray stays in 3rd in points. Ty Dillon drops down 2 spots to 4th. I already mentioned Cram dropping 4 down to 5th. Casey Mears dropped down 1 to 6th. Parker Kligerman picks up 5 spots in points to 7th. Henderson Motorsports might need to consider running Kligerman full-time, even knowing they're considering running Sam Mayer for quite a few races. I mean, Kligerman right now, 7th in points, making all 4 races, and having 1 pole and led 8 laps. I'd say that's good enough to try and at least have a playoff run with that driver. Sheldon Creed, after crashing out here at Nashville, drops down 2 spots to 8th in points. Christian Eckes moves up 6th to 9th with his top 10 that he got, due to taking that late race 4-tire stop. I think they should have stayed out, but still, they got a top 10 with it. And Ty Gibbs picks up a full 10 spots in points, moving up to 10th with his double stage win and many laps led. In your playoff standings, Ryan Truex, Casey Mears, and Christian Eckes are the only 3 drivers that are locked in through wins. Grant Enfinger is 37 points above. Tanner Gray is 36 points above. Ty Dillon's 30 points above. Dawson Cram is 29 points above the cut line after his DNQ here. Parker Kligerman, 22 points above. Creed, 14 above. Gibbs, 11. Moffitt, 9. Terrio, 8. Majeski, 5. Peters, 4. Smith, Chandler Smith that is, 2 points above. And Hocevar, 1 point above. Ben Rhodes, the runner-up here at Nashville, right now is 1 point out. Haley Deegan is 5 points out. Cody Rawbaugh is 7 points out. Jordan Anderson is 9 points out, although he will not be running the full season. And keep in mind the fact that Landon Castle is not on this list. That is because he is a Cup Series regular, being our first Cup Series invader to win a Truck Series race this year. He will only be running 3 scheduled races anyway, so he is not even a mathematical contender for the championship. From all of us here at the Speed Station, we hope that you have enjoyed our telecast of the Drydene 200 from Nashville Superspeedway. The next time you'll be seeing us will be for Post Tech episode number 2, where we go over the on-track activities at Circuit of the Americas and the Nashville Fairgrounds. The next event for the Camping World Truck Series is the KDI Office Technology 200 from Dover International Speedway. And so we congratulate Landon Castle and company on their first career win in the Camping World Truck Series here at Nashville.